Hello everyone, quick change. Welcome Nadine Schröder from Hotelchamp. The next topic is searching, deciding, committing, a framework for success on meta and conversion. Have fun. We will have a Q&A at the end. This session will be in English. If you have any questions for the live audience in the live stream, we have a chat. You're welcome to use it and have fun.
Thank you so much. Wow, big switch, going from German, English, German, English. I'm going to try my best not to end up in Dinglish. But for those of you who don't know me, I'm Nadine. I work at Hotelchamp. I'm the account management executive for the DACH region. And yeah, super excited to actually be here again at a live event. Also, I know there are hopefully some people behind the camera who I can't see, but also welcome to you. And yeah, thank you for anyone and everyone who is joining in the audience right now. And yeah, as was so nicely introduced, the topic for today is just a simple 5-step kind of framework for success on both meta search and conversion, all around the topic of searching, deciding, and committing. All right, let's see how this works. Not like this. Thank you. Okay, talking about meta search. I love little stories, I love little storytelling, so I'm going to start with my favorite one, which is the shopping street. And since we're in Cologne, but we actually are, well, headquartered in Amsterdam, I'm going to bring a little bit of Amsterdam to Cologne, and I'm going to bring you here to Leidsestraat. So for anyone who has not been to Amsterdam, great shopping street, and definitely worth a visit. Now it works, just in the wrong direction. I got it, perfect. Okay, to introduce meta search. Imagine it is Saturday morning and it's fall, it's getting cold, I need some candles. And you're probably wondering, why is she talking about candles? Why is she talking about fall? This has nothing to do with online conversion, but it does. So, I want some candles, I want to go to Zara Home because I actually bought great candles there last season and I try to get the same ones again. So I walk down Leidsestraat looking for Zara Home, and I know 100%, with 100% certainty, it has to be there. Like, I just know it. So I keep walking, I keep walking, I keep walking. I can't find it. And I look around, and it's been a little while that I'm searching, and I can't find it, but what I do see is an H&M Home. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty similar. I just need candles, so whatever. I'll just go to H&M and find my candles there, hopefully. I go into H&M, and here I am. I don't end up going to Zara, but I buy everything I need and probably more at H&M Home. So how does this actually translate into what is happening online on your website? A guest is Googling your hotel, for example, and knows, okay, I want to stay with this person, I want to stay in this hotel, I've heard great things, I Google it. And what happens is that I end up on one page where on the right-hand side, I'm going to see meta search, which will probably bring me to OTAs. Now, okay, I'm going to click on the OTA, I'm just going to have a look, and what happens, I go on a site where there's a bunch of different hotels, and it's not only your hotel, but it's a lot of different hotels which might be similar to yours, or just be in the approximate range, yeah, which is close to you. And now, me as a website visitor, I'm confused. I'm like, do I want to go where I originally wanted to go? Do I want to go somewhere else? I don't know, I'll just look around. And this is the step where most of the time you lose potential guests and visitors. And this is something that is growing and growing in importance and something that really has to be addressed. So that's why I'm standing ahead of you today, and hope that this was a nice little introduction to meta search. What can we do with this information? What should we do with this information? There are 5 concepts that I want to share with you today that you can use immediately, well, after my talk is done, or if you're good at multitasking, just do it at the same time. But there are 5 concepts I want to share with you. The first one is utilize reciprocity for conversion. And because this word reciprocity, I've had some time in the past, some difficulties with pronouncing this word, so I'm going to rechange it to repay a favor. Everyone loves to repay a favor. It's just in our human nature. So I give something to you, you will want to give something back to me. And this is also something that we can really use on our online performance and on our online presence. So what does this mean? If we think about what do OTAs do, is like you go on the OTA site and often you get the option to say, okay, book now and get a free voucher for the cab that is going to take you from the airport to the hotel. Or it's 10% off your stay. It's something because they know if you decide to book with them, they will want to give you something in return. Now, how does this actually translate to something we can do on our direct channel? You'll see here some examples just of what this can look like. And the first one is just a nice and easy messaging on the site to say, okay, this is our gift from us to you for putting the trust in our site, for booking directly. Now, this can look a lot of different ways. This can be a small discount, this could be a coffee upon arrival, a welcome drink at the bar, 10% off of breakfast. There's no limit for creativity here. So you just got to be creative and think of something that you want to give back for someone putting the trust in you to book on your direct channel. The second thing I want to share is resolving the information gap. And what do I mean by this? Often, unfortunately, booking engines end up being a sinkhole for metasearch visitors. This means someone looks for your property and then clicks on the link on the right-hand side, does end up directly on your page, but the problem is they land in the booking engine and there's not enough information there. Often the only thing we see is that maybe there's a coffee machine in the room, and if we're lucky, we're going to get 4 Nespresso capsules with it, and that's all we know about the hotel. There's nothing else we know. And the most important thing here is actually that, studies show that people spend 8 to 12 minutes on your booking engine, which is a long, long, long time. Again, going back to how OTAs actually do it, you're on the site and you get a bunch of information. You get more information than you need, but it's great. You get all the pictures, you get all the information. Where is the hotel? What are the USPs? It's fantastic to compare. And a website should definitely also compare to that. So, again, what can we do to resolve the information gap on our own page? So you see here, I'm just going to try to talk in the microphone and point at the same time, but here you can see there are the certain USPs that are listed for the hotel. This means someone comes from a meta search link right into the booking engine and immediately sees what are the quick highlights of this hotel, what can this hotel offer me, and why should I book with them. So in this case, it's 2 minutes to the park, we have free Wi-Fi, free sauna, kids' beds, anything. It's all the information I want, need, and more. And working with customers in the DACH market, we often also hear, okay, but what are my USPs? What do people care about? What should I put there? And I think the answer is quite straightforward and similar. It's whatever you want. And I know that sometimes when you look at something for a very long time and you look at it every single day, you walk into your property in the morning, leave at night, look at your website, you kind of lose sight of what actually goodness you have to offer. So you can also just look at some reviews online, you can sit together with your team, think about the things that really make your hotel special and things that are really some perks for your guest. The third one, probably one of my favorite ones, just because there's a pineapple on the slide. So pineapple hospitality, but also why is this pineapple here on my third point, which is building the perception of authority? Well, again, I like to compare it to surgeons in surgery or chefs in kitchen and hoteliers in their hotel. They're just the masters of their art. They know everything inside out of their property, and that's something that definitely needs to be used and is such a strong, strong point. Basically, what this translates into is that no one knows more about your hotel than you do, and no OTA can actually compare to that, because no OTA has the insight that you have every single day, the feedback you have from your guests, and everything that you actually offer. So, how does this translate into what we can do? Here, as you can see, this is, I think, a particularly beautiful example. It says here, our tip, a coffee on the terrace overlooking the park is a blissful start to your day. The best time to enjoy coffee is at 5:30 in the morning with the sunrise. Such a beautiful example, because nowhere else will you actually find this example. You will not find this information if you're looking on a third-party website. This is you as a hotelier being able to share the inside scoop, let's say, with your guest, and that's what really counts, is making and creating memories, experiences, and yeah, at the core, that's what hospitality also stands for, and what sometimes gets lost on websites, but really should be in the foreground again. And again, here, there's so many great things you can actually brainstorm together with your team as well, to sit together, make it an activity, think about all the great things you can do in the range. Is there a great park? Can you go ice skating in the winter months on a rink? Can you go fishing? Can you go on a boat? Can you see the sunrise, sunset? There's really, possibilities are endless, just there waiting for you to discover them and put them on your site and share them. Incorporate the principle of liking. Also one of my favorite ones, because I do have to admit something here. I fall trapped to it a lot of times. I have in the past, I'm okay with admitting it, but also for you in the audience, I believe there's one or two people that have been doing the same thing. If you like someone, a salesperson, someone in the shop, someone at the restaurant, you buy something just because you like them. You're like, I like this person, I'm just going to buy something from them. And this is the same thing on a website. This is the same thing with a room booking. And it's a little bit harder, of course, because we don't have this interaction, the personal interaction, but just a screen. So how can we actually take this information, and how can we share it, and how can we make someone like us from the other side of the screen? Again, going back to the root of hospitality, the core of hospitality, the warmth, the compassion, we need to bring that onto our website to really make that difference, to really understand and make understood that that's what the hotel cares for and what is important for them. And how does that translate? So, as you can see here, there are two different messages, one on the side here, which says it means the world to us that you want to book directly. If there's anything we can do to help, please let us know. And then there's a phone number and also an email or a chat, it doesn't matter. And here, the VIP treatment, because you're booking directly, you are eligible for something we want to offer you. And this is an absolutely great way to communicate with your guests, because not only can you adapt the tone of voice to make it sound more warm, more compassionate, but you can actually see how does your guest behave on your website. How long do they spend in the booking engine? How often do they scroll up and down, and not maybe find the information that they want to find? So if you see someone's on the page for 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, not making a booking, why is that? Are they still looking for some information they can't find? Are they unsure? What can you do at this point in time to make sure that you get this booking? So here, as you can see, after a certain time, you get this little nice intent message saying, okay, is there something we can help you with? Give us a call. Or here, again, you can get a free upgrade just by booking directly. So really putting this root of hospitality back into your online presence is so, so crucial and important. And also what works great is just something that comes from the heart from someone who works at the hotel. Something signed, a little letter, welcome, it doesn't matter. It's just something that, we all want a little bit more of. And the last one I want to cover today is creating return loops with retargeting. And what does this mean? We talked about metasearch, we talked about how great metasearch is, but what we don't want is a single person always clicking on the same metasearch link and not making a booking. So how can we actually use this and make something out of it, which is great for us? Well, actually, a number, 1 out of 3 people who come from a metasearch link are coming again, so they're a return visitor. And what does that mean? There is an option, for example, that you really understand who is it that came to your site, who is it that came to your website, and were they there before. So for example, Nadine, I go on a hotel website, probably through a metasearch link. I scroll around and I'm liking what I'm seeing, but I just don't really have the time to make a booking right now. I might want to discuss it with my friends and my family if this is the right place to go. So I'm going to close the page, or I want to close the page. And what can a hotel do about that? Well, not much in that moment, but for the future quite a lot. Because if you have something where you enable the person who's looking at your site to drop their name, to drop their email address, and make sure that they get the information they were looking for right in their inbox, you have something. And that's not only a hook in their inbox, but a personal connection that you have established. And it just makes it very easy for that guest to then look at their inbox, see that something's there, click on the dynamic link in the actual email, book now, and the easiest of things is going to happen. They end up back in the booking engine with their date selected. Very easy, very, very perfect for me to make a booking. All right. And because, of course, if you love these 5 strategies, I have 2 more for you. So for anyone in the audience, you can actually probably scan it right here and there. For anyone who's sitting behind the camera, in the camera, well, behind the laptop, you can probably also scan it, download our ebook, and you can also just get these strategies so you didn't have to take wild notes during my speech. And yeah, if you do want to know anything more, if you have any questions, if not now, maybe later, you can always get in touch with us. And I actually managed it before the time, so I'm making everyone happy. Yeah, that is from me, and thank you.
Very good, thank you.
Oh, questions.
So we don't have questions in the live chat. Do you have questions here?
Questions from the audience?
No?
Saving them up for later.
Then thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day at the conference and see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.